Because if you start talking to people and you start pointing at them like this, first of all, in some cultures that's very rude, and it's kind of like you're dictating to them. This is what you should do. So just avoid pointing, okay, altogether. You can use the hand gesture, but not pointing, okay? What's the next one, Mary Carmen?
Fist raising.
Fist raising.
Fist raising. This is hostile or threatening.
Threatening. Remember TH that we talked about?
Threatening.
There you go. So yeah, same thing with the fist, right? It's like, this is a fist. So that's why it looks a little bit threatening, like you want to hit somebody, right? You want to be doing that in your presentation. Use your hands if you want to explain, you're talking, you want to talk about what's on the board, you have your hand out like this. So a good idea, if you want to point to somebody, you can just put your hand out instead of pointing, or doing like that, okay? Priscilla, can you read the next paragraph?
Yes. The most effective gestures are spontaneous. They come from what you are thinking and feeling, and help your listeners relate to you and what you are telling them.
Basically what that means, don't plan your gestures. Don't think, okay, when I say this word, I'm going to go like this, right? Because then it's strange. And you're just talking about all the cultures of the world. It's very strange. Just make it natural, right? If you're talking, now I'm kind of thinking about my own hands as I'm talking to you, right? Just make it natural. Okay, if you're looking at the board, this is natural. If you're talking to people, this is natural. Don't plan. When I say this word, I will move my hands like this. Okay. Last paragraph is very simple. When giving a presentation, make sure you vary your gestures. That's exactly what I was saying before. Just change things up. Okay. Okay. Let's move on to the next one, which is the one that I said is important for tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to focus just on this one area. Okay, every week we're going to focus on a different one. Eye contact. Eye contact is really important because it's a form of communication. Okay, it's a language. That's why it's so important for your presentation. It says here, one of the most important things that someone interviewing for a new job because I took this from a website that was talking about how to improve your interviews. Now, giving a presentation isn't really that different from a job interview. Okay, both of those you're trying to promote an idea. In a job interview, it's yourself. Here, we're talking about food, and you're going to explain this one food from your culture. Okay, so it's the same idea. Interviewing for a new job can do is to make contact with his or her interviewer. The same is true of a salesperson giving a presentation. Even if it's one-on-one, don't be afraid to make eye contact. When you make eye contact, you are relating to your audience, which will help you get your message across. The other thing it does is keep people awake. When you're looking at somebody, they're paying attention. Okay? Right? Right? Okay. Yeah. See? Boom! She's like, yeah, I'm back. Okay? She's using that as an example. She's taking notes, it's fine. But my point is, when you make eye contact with people, they're awake. And remember, I told you, every 60 seconds, you should be changing things a little bit. So if you're looking here, look here. Okay, now we're going to do something else. Okay, now, maybe I'll move here and I'll be talking from here. Okay, for a little bit, and then change up. But you're always looking at your people, at your audience. If you use the board, that's fine. But don't forget about the audience. Okay, a lot of you are going to use the board for your presentation. Don't just go up here and start going like this. Okay, because as you're writing, people are sleeping. Okay, write, talk. Or a few of you actually did this last time during the presentation, which was really good, was before your presentation you went up and put up your notes. I think you did that, right, Lorena? And Mary Carmen, I think you did that too. That was an excellent idea. Because that way when you come up and give your presentation, you're already prepared, you're not wasting time, and you don't have this quiet time. When you have that quiet time of you just writing, what's going to happen to the audience? Falling asleep.
Or start talking.
Or start talking, even worse, exactly. Yeah, good idea, good point. If you make eye contact with someone who quickly looks away, try not to directly look into that person's eyes again. Some people get very shy when somebody looks at them in their eyes. So let's say you have an audience, and I look at Chris, and Chris looks down. Well, don't make him feel shy. Don't look right at the poor guy, and he's going to feel very strange, right?